There's no sound. Okay. There's no sound. Why? Hello? Why is there no freaking sound? There's no sound. Oh, there it goes. Jeez. Wow. That was very strange. Not sure exactly what was going on with that. Good way to start the new year, right, guys? Anyways, cheers, guys. Welcome to the Vodka stream. First one of the new year. Appreciate you guys, of course, clicking in and everything like that. You guys are awesome, of course. Love it. So, whoops. Okay. All right. So there we go. If you're new to the Vodka stream, I basically just, it's nothing. There's no script. There's no nothing. I sip vodka and I talk to you guys. And it's a lot of fun. Hopefully we have a lot of fun here. Here we go. Cheers to the new year. Hopefully we have a good one and everything. So happy New Year's, guys. Yeah, plenty of Shazam leaks, huh? Plenty of Shazam leaks going on. Yeah, these leaked trailer or the leaked shots of the trailer are like all over Twitter right now, and some of them look absolutely gorgeous. I mean, obviously, the big one that and the one I used on my little short video is he's at a store and he uses a Batman thing, a Batman like busk, or I don't know what it is, a busk, not a busk. Did I say busk? I've had 2 glasses of wine before this, so just to let you know, I've already been warming up. But he uses like a something. I don't know if it's like a piggy bank or just the bust of Batman to throw at whoever he's throwing it at. So that's going to be interesting to see. Do you think? Do you think that we have the leaks that now? I'm sure you meant. Do you think now that we have the leak? Yeah, they might. That happened with what other trailer did that happen with? That happened with Hellboy, right? They were supposed to release it, and they released it a day early because it leaked. They might not until the actual video leaks out. Now, right now, it's just screenshots. But if actual video leaks out, then they will probably be like, "Fuck it, put it up." So there you go. Hey, Dave, will Aquaman make $1 billion? It's looking like it. I think after this weekend, it's going to be crossing 900 million. So it's just going to be. It's going to be a photo finish with that shit. I'm hopefully going to see it again tomorrow. I'm not, because I'm supposed to have breakfast with my dad. He's in town. And I'm not sure if he's seen it already because there's been a lot of family stuff that he's had to deal with. So I don't think he's had time to go see the movie. And I haven't seen it twice. I really want to. So do you buy RPK's description trailer? Yes, absolutely. 100%. Yes, it's legit. I'm just saying, like, I haven't seen the trailer, but I know that it's legit. And I've seen other things that didn't get leaked out. Let's just say, guys, the trailer is going to blow, like I said in my video, it's going to blow the other trailer out of the water. There's going to be a lot of people that are just going to, it's going to be like that. Okay. Because some of the shit that I saw, anonymously, wow, man, it's going to be pretty fantastic. And from what I gathered, Mr. RPK, Daniel, yeah, he knows. He's got some stuff, and I totally believe. Is he reputable in my mind? Well, I think. See, here's the thing. And like I mentioned this in my last podcast episode, the Film Junket podcast, was yes, Steven. We've already talked about it. There's something in this trailer that people are gonna fucking gif the shit out of. It's gonna be mesmerizing. But no, RPK is like I said in my Film Junket episode, my last one, I've made a pretty different transition. I went from just a fan person to just talking in a microphone to actually making contacts with people and talking to some of these guys. And it's the whole thing about scoopers, it's like, yeah, there's an attitude toward, with some of the scoopers where they just act like dicks. We know what we're talking about, Scoopy Pants, Con Radical, those fucking guys, stuff like that. And, they're always not going to get everything 100% right because sometimes shit changes. You know, they could say, oh yeah, a trailer's supposed to show up because that's the information they received. And then then all of a sudden they change it at the last minute because of certain things. And then it makes them look bad. And that's where it's like, damn, it must suck to be a scooper sometimes with all that stuff. You know, some of these guys that try to get the exclusives, get the scoops, I've talked to, and they're nice guys, and they're trying to just get the information out there. And then sometimes shit just changes, and then it looks bad. And I think RPK has been a lot more credible than reputable, I should say, than some of the other ones. That's for damn sure. Grace Randolph. What about Grace? We're hating Grace right now, right? I have not watched anything new from Miss Randolph lately, so I don't know what she's been talking about. Somebody told me that she was still pushing the whole Flashpoint Wonder Woman thing, so who knows? So good. Hopefully Batman starts filming on time and not get another delay. I hope it starts early. Clay Tallon, yeah, he's legit, but also when there isn't a lot of news, he just acts like a dick or super vague. Yeah, he does a super vague thing. I'll give him that. I've seen that, and it's just like, you know, but, you know, that's just his shtick. It's whatever. We all have our little shticks. I've done that shit too, where I find something out and I'll put a GIF out there or something like that. I've done that shit too. I've done douchey shit like that too. It's all whatever. Do you think with Aquaman's positive financial and critical reception that Warner Brothers are going to be more forthcoming with news regarding to the future slate? Yeah, they should. They really should. They should be more forthcoming with news, and they should just try to, like, you know, fan the flames when stuff's happening. Mark Robles, reputable, yes. I've talked to that guy. I'm actually going to probably have him on my podcast sometime this year. You know, so I actually, you know, I've talked to that guy. He's a nice dude. And yeah, I mean, same thing with him. He'll receive information or he'll hear something. And sometimes when it doesn't work out, you know, all of a sudden, the mob mentality, everybody just jumps on people. But he's always been so nice about a lot of things. You know, he doesn't have a douchey attitude about stuff. So yeah, I like Mario. What do you think about Matt Reeves' Batman? I'm looking forward to it. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I know the big question of Matt Reeves' Batman is Mr. Affleck, is he gonna show up? You know, I don't know. We don't know. That's still very much up in the air. I have Matt Reeves has really shown that he's up there with filmmaking with the last two Apes movies. I mean, those two movies are just masterpieces. I mean, my God. And to have that kind of talent direct a Batman movie, yeah, it's going to be something interesting and awesome. But there are going to be people that are going to be pissed off and probably want to, you know, say boycott and fuck Matt Reeves if he doesn't end up using Affleck. So that's what I'm not looking forward to seeing. But, you know, we'll see what happens. What are your thoughts on Gotham final season? I haven't started watching it yet. I heard a lot of people raving about that first episode, but I'm one of those people that likes to binge it. I don't like to do the weekly thing, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and wait and wait, try to ignore everything and just watch all of it in like a weekend. So we'll see what happens. Just saw The Dark Knight Returns. This movie doesn't get old. Of course not. Animated, right? Yeah. Just read the comic book as well. Match It Up. Clad are full of crap. They're going to talk shit about Shazam. Are they? Okay. They probably will. Who knows? They talk shit about a lot of things. Those guys. So apparently there's a kid humming the John Williams Superman theme in the trailer. Is that what, like I said, are you talking about the Shazam trailer? I haven't seen the trailer. I've just seen things. I've seen shots, maybe, you know. I'm not, you know, not saying, you know, pretty much similar to what we've been seeing on whatever. So I don't know. I haven't heard any audio or anything like that. So, hey, that'd be pretty interesting. Wave. Okay. There you go, Mr. Blue Robin. Would you prefer a Man of Steel 2 or a World's Finest? Ooh, you can only choose one. You son of a bitch. Well, obviously, I'd want a World's Finest because there'd be Batman in there, and you guys know how I feel about Batman. Come on. I mean, a World's Finest movie would be pretty fucking awesome. Pretty damn awesome. I would actually prefer that over a Man of Steel 2. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, what can I say? Yeesh. What do you think about the remake of The Grudge? I really didn't even like the original. Well, let me clarify that. The American original. Yeah, because a long time ago, I actually watched, I don't think I watched the full thing, but I saw scenes of the actual Asian cinema grudge. Yeah, we water shit down like a mother. It sucks. I interpreted Robles saying that Kevin Conroy is narrating Reeves' Batman. Really? I didn't see that. That'd be fucking awesome. I'd rather have Affleck do that, though. That'd be pretty sweet. Let's see. They have to make the Batman trilogy similar to the Wolverine trilogy, where one takes place in the past, another takes place in the present, and the last one takes place in the future. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That the Wolverine trilogy does do that. It's past, present, future. And that is very true, and I think that's pretty awesome. I'm still not confident Affleck is in, but the rumor that it's filming, it does kind of, or yeah, it does. It does. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't I know people have hope that Affleck's going to return, but time's a ticking, and there's only so much you can do with it. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I'm not gonna say whether or not, and I would love it if Affleck returns because I love his Batman. I think he's the perfect cinematic Batman, but it's just, who knows? He signed on for Snyder. He signed on for Snyder's Batman. When Snyder went to him and he said, we're going to do a Batman vs. Superman. It's going to be in the vein of Dark Knight Returns. That's why I want an older Batman. And then he signed on for 2 Justice League movies? So he signed on for 3 movies. And then, of course, he made the cameo in Suicide Squad, which is great. But that just kind of shows you that, he just wanted that. And from what we gathered, it was the second Justice League movie that Snyder wanted to give us. Batman sacrifices himself, and that would have been awesome to see. And sadly, it makes me want to drink. It sucks. Speaking of Asians, why did you go full Rotten Tomatoes reviewing DC film? What? Why did you go full Rotten Tomatoes reviewing a DC film for Bumblebee? What were you expecting? Shakespeare? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. No, I was expecting something a little more not like E.T. and a little more non-generic. Sorry. I'm not saying it's not an enjoyable film. I can actually watch it. I didn't put it in my top 10 worst movies. Thought about it, but I was like, nah, I can actually watch that movie. But I just found it very generic. I mean, I was hoping, I don't know. I mean, you're right. What was I hoping for? Yeah. I guess I shouldn't have hoped for much, but it's just, I don't know. There's just a lot of cringy moments and just a lot of, I just didn't enjoy it as much, but I could still watch it if it were on. If somebody wanted to watch it, I wouldn't be like, I'd just be like, okay, and kind of make fun of it maybe. If he does return, hopefully he's not Justice League Batman. Fuck no. With that smile on his face, and I don't not like you. Oh, God. Does the Man of Steel Codex connect with the anti-life equation? I wonder if they were actually going to do that. I don't know. Could Snyder make five-story saga with his origin Justice League cast without Warner Brothers approval? No. He couldn't do that. No. He could not. God, I want the Joker trailer so bad. Oh, yeah, so do I. That's going to be... I have a feeling we're going to get like a teaser. We're going to get a big-time teaser trailer first. It's going to be a tease. It's going to be a creepy tease. That's what I'm hoping for at first. See what happens. Was the final part of Snyder Superman movie's Kingdom Come? Don't lie to me, Dave. I don't know. I don't know what the final chapter was. That would be... God, that would have been sweet, though. If it was like a Kingdom Come kind of version, but Batman already dead. Man, that would have been interesting. I'm sure there would have been a funeral scene, too, with Batman. So that would have been... good damn, that would have been heart-wrenching. At least Bumblebee didn't have... Yeah, and I said that. And I didn't have trash acting like Mark Wahlberg. And I said that. I said that in my review. I'm like, Haley Steinfeld, very likable. Very much likable. She did a great job. Her little sidekick friend dude who was like in love with her was annoying as fuck. But she did well. And like I said, there wasn't any bad acting in there. Like we just found a transformer. There was none of that. So, yeah. Sorry. Don't remind me of Justice League. Sorry. Injustice. Yeah, Steve. Could have been Injustice. Yeah, the final chapter could have been that. So, Final Crisis was 2, Injustice was 3. Yeah, there you go. That's the journalist right there, man. Codex, Kryptonian, anti-life equation. Yeah, I don't know if there would have been any link with that. Probably not. But I think, the Codex was supposed to play a part in him being resurrected, for sure. Which, I think even Mr. Schnepp, John Schnepp, even said that he wanted to see that in Justice League. He even guessed that. He said that he wanted to see, and may he rest in peace, that, he wanted to see the Codex to come back full. It's so funny because Schnepp, I mean, he was critical with the Snyderverse and stuff like that, but I think he actually came around with Man of Steel. And I remember watching his review after watching Batman vs. Superman, the Ultimate Cut. He almost said that it was like a completely different movie to him, and he enjoyed it big time. So that was nice. Do you think the Atlanteans would have survived the terraforming machine by Zod? Probably. That's a good question. I would say probably, because it was just changing now it's changing the core. So I don't know. Maybe not. I could just imagine Justice League 2 ending with Bruce's funeral. Lois gives birth to her and Clark's son, and they name him Bruce. Yeah, that's something that Snyder would do. Terrio, all them, yeah, they probably could have done something like that. Would have been interesting. I hope the Joker's is good so we can get more Elseworld films, because while a connected universe is cool, I would like different, yeah. And I think it will be, because it's a small movie. I think the budget was like $50-60 million around there. And it's Joaquin Phoenix. It's going to be something special. And I think, I don't think we have anything to worry about it, to be honest. I think it's going to be, for all we know, I mean, it's coming out, October or something like that? For all we know, it's going to have Oscar buzz after it, I could see that totally happening from the set videos and everything like that. We might get our second actor nominated for the Academy Award for the Joker. And then we need Jared Leto's Joker to do his thing, and that needs to be a knockout performance, not a third. That'd be awesome, but who knows? That probably won't happen. Hey, Dave, what can we look forward to on the Film Junkie channel this year? Super excited for casual Batman stuff, because you would make my shitty days awesome. Well, I appreciate that, Hunter. I'm already teasing them. Obviously, my 2 short videos that I posted tonight had casual Batman-esque stuff in it. And totally bringing back the Casual Batman Weekly. I think the first episode will be coming up soon, maybe even next week. We'll see what happens with that, because, that's always a lot of fun to do that. It just takes a lot of prep, when I do those videos, and when I did them before, I mean, obviously I got to put on the eye makeup. In those short videos, I didn't put on the eye makeup, but I'm going to put on the eye makeup, and then, of course, write out scripts. And it can be challenging on the voice. Doing the voice. Yeah, it can get pretty, it can make it, it can hurt after a while, especially if I'm recording and, it's a 20 to 30 minute recording session. So you are my Superman, Dave. May I ask one of the things you helped to get out there was the fact that Johns kept rewriting Terrio script. It was Screen Rant video. It was a Screen Rant video. I don't know exactly what you're saying. You helped to get out there. Well, I appreciate what you said, that you're my Superman. When I asked one of these things was the fact that I don't know exactly what you're saying there, but I appreciate it. Schnepp was one of the only Collider hosts that respected the DCEU. I just wish more. Yeah, he did. I mean, he came around. I mean, it was pretty awesome to see his reaction. Was almost like it was pretty much a 180 flip from the theatrical version of Batman vs. Superman to the Ultimate Cut. He really enjoyed the Ultimate Cut, which obviously, that's why I always find it funny. I always find it funny when people are like, "Oh my God, Batman vs. Superman, he was on TNT." I'm like, well, why would you want to watch that? It's the theatrical version, and it's got commercials. Just put on the fucking Ultimate Edition, and that's it. I can't watch the theatrical anymore. I don't. Do you think they would do Darkseid War? Maybe like 10, 15 years from now. I mean, who knows? John Campea? Yeah, Campea likes the DCU. He's a big fan of Man of Steel. I think, yeah, he's always been a fan of Ben Affleck's Batman. I know we give him hell for what he said, but I haven't heard anything negative from him in a long time. So I don't know. Maybe he's changed a little bit. Dave, do you think Green Arrow and The Question should show up in Birds of Prey? That'd be pretty awesome. I want to see Green Arrow in the movies. The Question, that would be awesome because people would be like, what the fuck? This guy? What? There's no face. Yeah, it'd be pretty sweet to incorporate somebody like that, a character like that, who's not, exactly a superhero, That'd be pretty sweet. I hope there'll probably be talks of something, little Easter eggs for Green Arrow, maybe. I don't know. Happy New Year. The best. Happy New Year, Richard Shadows. Hopefully it'll be a good year. The 5-part for Snyder was almost certainly Flashpoint. Zach cast Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Thomas Wayne to set it up, cue the change. There could have been something. Could have been some kind of remnants of that. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about a potential Flashpoint, so I don't know. But you never know. Because if there's going to be alternate timelines, if they're going to do something like Injustice and stuff like that, you never know. And with the fact that we know that Flash was going to travel back in time because we saw that in Batman or Superman, yeah, there could have been a potential to see a Jeffrey Dean Morgan Batman, which would have been awesome. Did you hear the reports about the Batman? They say it starts filming November of this year. What are your thoughts? Well, hopefully sooner. I need that movie. I want, my God, it's so long. I need that Batman movie, man. So hopefully that's going to be the case. Hopefully it's sooner. I still remember in 2017, Variety was talking to Ben Affleck, and they said he indicated that it was going to have a spring shoot, and it was like 2017, or was it 2018? I don't know. I made a big fuss about it because I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Because everybody, all the blogs, all the sites took it up, and they're saying like, Ben Affleck says that there's going to be a spring shoot for Batman. And I went, where? You guys are sourcing a line written in a Variety article that says he indicated. What does that mean? He pointed at a calendar? He pointed at the seasons? Like, what the fuck? That pissed me off. You guys have been following me for a while. You guys know that fucking pissed me off, man. It was annoying. Anyways, Campea annoyed me with reboot or else nonsense. Yeah, he was really pushing for that. And I always was found it funny because I was like, why do you need Flashpoint to reboot? Because it doesn't necessarily reboot. I mean, was it just going to change the faces of people? I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It was always weird to me when they were pushing that little thing. I don't know. What do you want from Matt Reeves' Batman? I want to, like he said, I want a Batman noir-ish, story. And I just want something good. I want something that challenges Nolan's Batman. I want that. And I think he's the right man to do that. I even thought Ben Affleck was the right man to do that too, when it was shown that he was going to do that. But yeah, we'll see. That's what I'm hoping. Hey, Dave, are you looking forward to the Watchmen TV show? Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they do with that, because it's not supposed to be directly in correlation with the movie and the book, of course. But then who knows if that was right information. I don't know. Damn, more dislikes. The trolls are lurking. Oh, shit. Jeez. We're at 14 and 14 right now, guys. Hit that like, thumbs up button. Yeah. I do have that. I don't know who it is. It's probably mainly MCU guys, the same ones. And it might be some DC guys. I've pissed off a section of the DC EU fan base with some of my stuff. So it could be them too. There you go. Thanks, guys. You just bumped it up to 22. Yeah. Every video, if you notice, has I'll be in the 20s with the dislikes, and then it'll keep on going, and it'll stay around there. And then of course, the higher the views, then of course it'll get higher. Yeah. There's haters out there. It's no big deal. I don't mind it. It's whatever. They're still giving me views, right, guys? So cheers to that. Thanks for the views. Yeah, it's good stuff. Dave, you are a voice of reason. You are an ideal for all of us to strive towards. I wish you the best of luck with medical bills, yeah, and everything else in your life. You inspire me every day. I appreciate it, man. Another cheers. Should have poured more. Yeah, still working on all that stuff with my medical bills, but should be okay with that. We'll see what happens. Pissing off all fandoms, Dave. Yeah, I tend to do that because as much as like I'm part of this, you guys know I'm more DC than anything. I still have to have that integrity and just point out certain things and let it be known. I mean, obviously, like when I hear things and I take it in, I got to just, put it out there. I can't just I don't want to lie or anything like that. I don't want to, do all that. I mean, it still haunts me with my first reaction video of Justice League when I just did not know what to say, but I did not want to say that, wow, they fucked Snyder. They really de-Snydered that movie. So, but I didn't want to say that. And I was just, that was such a weird day. Alan Moore, Stan Lee. What the hell? I mean, Stan Lee is Stan Lee. I mean, geez, wouldn't be here right now. I mean, Alan Moore's great, but I mean, come on. Who can Hugh Jackman play for the DC universe because he played Wolverine for 2 decades? Harvey Dent. He could play a good Harvey Dent. I don't know who else. I'm trying to think. Yeah, can't think of anybody else. I still want a John Hamm Harvey Dent, though. I think that'd be good. The Aquaman plot hole I'm more intrigued by is that in JL, Arthur blames his mother for leaving, but in Aquaman, he learned as a teenager that she wasn't her fault. Whedon reshoot screw up. Yeah, there's still some stuff. I don't know. It's whatever. Yeah, he seemed like he was very much hating on his mom, and then in Aquaman, it wasn't as noticeable. So, but for the most part, who cares? It's whatever. Are you drinking Grey Goose? No, it's Smirnoff. I like Smirnoff. It's cheap and it goes down smooth. So what can I say? Once at a Christmas party, my friend's mom tried attacking one of my friends with a Grey Goose bottle and kept screaming, "Got that Grey Goose, baby?" Wow. That's crazy. The trolls love Louis C.K.ing your videos. Yeah, whatever. Hugh Jackman for Lobo? Yeah, there you go. I could see that. That'd be interesting. Smirnoff ices are mad good. Yeah, I remember when there was like that trend of the soda type, the Smirnoff Ice. There was Mike's Hard Lemonade. It actually started with a booze called Hooch. I don't know if Hooch is around, but that was like a citrusy type drink. I remember I had that a long time ago. I don't think I was of age either to drink. And I had that, and I thought it was absolutely magical. And then, of course, Mike's Hard Lemonade came out, and Smirnoff Ice came out. And then I think Hooch just like disappeared. Is it me, or did Mira have a tiny bit of accent? Yeah, she kind of did, huh? It's almost like a Storm situation. Remember how, like, in the first X-Men movie, Halle Berry had this fucking accent, and then it, like, disappeared kind of in the second one, and it was, like, back and forth. Yeah, maybe it was something like that. I don't know. Who knows? Hugh Jackman or Michael Madsen or for Jonah Hill? You mean Jonah Hex, I think. Yeah, Hugh Jackman would be actually a great Jonah Hex. So I don't know. I got it. Jackman is a G. Gordon Godfrey. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Steven figured it out. Dave, do you think they would ever try a live action Crisis event with all the live action? Yeah. Hi Jackman as Donald Duck. I love that. Hi Jackman. That's awesome. They should name a weed a certain strain of weed. Hi Jackman. That'd be awesome. I should fucking copyright that shit right now. Any thoughts on the Flash movie? Yeah, I'm hoping that it's still moving forward. I want to see it. And I know the guys from the game night are supposed to be doing it. And, I was a little worried, but then I watched game night and went, okay, these guys made a pretty awesome little comedy here. And I enjoyed the shit out of it. So, so I don't know. Finn Whitrock or whatever the hell his name is. Yeah. For Nightwing, yeah, he looks just like him. Should DC make Supergirl Superman's Robin? What? Well, okay, I see what you're saying. How about casting Amelia Clark? I don't really like her for Supergirl now. Nah. But yeah, that could be like a little joint thing. Hugh Jackman as Kraven the Hunter. I could see that. That would be pretty sweet. Have you watched Solo recently? It doesn't hold up. The second time I watched it, yeah, I'm with you. I could watch Rogue One, and I'm just and when it's the end, I'm like, my God, that was fucking great. But when I watch Solo, no, it doesn't have good rewatch value. It doesn't. Nah, I copyrighted it already. Yeah, you fuck. That'd be funny. Hi, Jackman. Why the dislikes? I don't know. I guess the trolls are just going crazy. I don't know. Like I said, I piss off Marvel fanboys. It's funny. They hate me, and then I've now pissed off some DC EU fanboys. So with stuff I've said too. Because I just, like I said, I tell it as it is. I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything as much as possible. If I hear something and I look at something, I'm just gonna say, am I always right? No. I'm not claiming that I'm like I have all the answers here. So we'll see what happens. With Dean Cain recently joining the DC Hall of Fame, DC should cast him as an elder Superman from Earth crossing over into. That'd be interesting. I always liked Dean Cain's Superman. That's another thing. It's like, we always talk about, the diversity and everything like that, and we make it sound like it's still a problem. But you go back and you go, you go back to like a lot of things, and it's like there's so many things that were diverse, like in the 90s and stuff like that. But yet nobody wants to acknowledge that. And we once had a Superman who was half Asian, and you could tell that he was half Asian too. And it's just like, it's just so funny. It's like we had a half Asian Superman at one point, but nobody wants to acknowledge that. Of course, I don't know. It's just weird. Solo was cool. Of the 10 nominees, though, Solo would vote for VFX, and I mean, I don't know. The VFX nominees are all gonna suck compared to Aquaman. I mean, Aquaman got so cheated. And guys, I know that everybody instantly, reactionary is, the reaction to that. Sorry. It's like really dry out, and then now it's raining, and I don't know why. The cold weather is making my lips, especially my bottom lip, feel dry. So if you see me licking my bottom lip, I got some chapstick right here. You guys want to have a seductive moment? Here we go. Yeah. Sorry. It's actually raining right now. It's pouring outside right now. We got a cold winter storm here in California, and it's actually quite soothing. I might open the windows and just like after this and just veg out and relax. What was I saying? Fuck. See what happens. What was I talking about? Shit, I totally forgot what I was talking about, guys. What was I talking about? Heroes fight. Oh, damn. I am totally drawing a blank. Michael Cera as Howard the Duck. Nah, just keep Seth Green. You guys realize, Seth Green voiced Howard the Duck. Keep him. No. Michael Cera I wouldn't mind, but still, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, the VFX. There you go. I was talking about the VFX. Okay, so I know everybody just assumes like, oh, it's the mouse. It's the mouse. The mouse had something to do with it. They're trying to prevent Aquaman and this, that, and this. There's actually a little more to it, okay? And it's going to be interesting. There's already people digging up about it. There's something I heard. Pass it along, and hopefully that comes about. We'll see what happens. There's actually something else happening. Yes, there is something that is happening, according to what I heard, but sounds like it has nothing to do with the mouse. So it's a whole other thing. So we'll wait on that. That's all I'm going to say about it. is that whole snub, which is just ridiculous because those visual effects were the best visual effects of the year. I mean, come on, Jesus Christ. How do you, I mean, what they did, and James Wan is a perfectionist. And then I think there was probably like one scene where I kind of went, those visual effects are kind of choppy. But through the rest of the whole fucking movie, I was like, Jesus, these are just top notch. It's top notch. The mouse, Disney, sorry. Mickey Mouse, So, yeah. The New York Post just recommended James Woods to host the Oscars. I'd say considering his heroism. Yes. Oh, man, if James Woods would do it, they wouldn't do that. James Wood is hardcore conservative, man. He can't even get any more work because he's so conservative. I follow that guy because I try to follow both, I follow liberal people and conservative people. And James Wan is very much conservative. James Woods, sorry. So, yeah, that'd be hilarious. But, yeah, they wouldn't allow him to do it because they don't like how he talks. Andy Serkis for Penguin? It's interesting. I think the Penguin is probably going to show up in one of these newer movies. It's going to be interesting. I thought Ready Player One's VFX were pretty great. Yeah, so did I. I mean, a lot of people might say like, you could it didn't look real. I'm like, it wasn't supposed to. It's supposed to be a big video game, right? So, Brie Larson's Captain Bomb is getting closer. Captain Bomb. It's not going to bomb. I don't think it's going to be. I really hope it's not as big as Wonder Woman. I'm really hoping that. That's just me being a dick. Because of the whole thing, I don't know. And the way Brie Larson's kind of been talking about and handling it, I'm just like, I don't know about that. So, new Batman deleted scene in Justice League cut. Your thoughts? There was? When did this happen? Batman. Oh, are you talking about the throwing the batarang at the camera? All my thoughts on that is it's a Whedon scene. It is 100% a Whedon scene. Don't think it's not. I don't know. Was the Gotham City fire department, the police department filter that was over it? Was that even real? I know that came from like a VFX reel, but in the VFX reel, you don't see that filter over it. So I'm wondering if somebody actually put the filter over it. I don't know. Yeah. So I like it. I think it looks cool because somebody pointed out that it kind of reminds them of the opening of Batman the Animated Series where he throws his batarang. Jeez. Batarang. See the vodka. See, like I said, I had 2 glasses of wine and the vodka's already hitting. I always say Batawang. Anytime when I refer, in Gone Girl, when Affleck had his dick scene, I guess you could say, for some reason in that movie. Okay. We always talk about, men and women in these movies. And it's like, what's her name? Pike, whatever her name is. I forgot her name. Rosamund Pike or whatever. We didn't see any nudity from her. We literally saw Ben Affleck's dick, which you don't see in many movies. You don't see full frontal nudity from a dude. And it's like, what the hell, Kind of like, geez, okay. But anyways, anytime somebody, when I would refer to that scene, I'd say, yeah, you see his Batawang, not his Batarang. Anyways, sorry, guys. Hi, Dave. I watch your videos often, and I really enjoy them. You're really funny and entertaining. Thank you, Mr. John Gonzalez. It won't. It looks to be copy paste MCU film number 15. What are you talking about? Oh, Captain Marvel. Yeah. Rosamund Pike. There you go. I said her name right. How do you rank the Apes movies? Pretty much backwards. It goes War, Dawn, and Rise. Is that what it is? Yeah. War, Dawn, Rise. War of the Planet of the Apes. War for the Planet of the Apes is the best one. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, second best, and then of course Rise is the third. They're all so good. That's a fantastic trilogy. Hi Dave, we miss you, man. Hey, I'm here. Don't worry. The reason why I didn't have a vodka stream last night, for some reason, I got hit up by people that I haven't hung out with, and it was like, hey, let's go grab a drink and a bite to eat after work. Okay. So that's what happened. And then I shit you not, right as I got done with dinner with this person, it was probably about 7:30. I get hit up by another person I haven't hung out with a while. Hey, let's hang out. Let's go somewhere and go to a bar. And I said, cool. Well, there's one right down the street from my house. Meet me at my house. So, and then we came back here and we were chatting. And then she didn't leave till about almost, it was like 12:30, 1 o'clock. So, and I was pretty fucking woo. So, yeah. So I postponed it to tonight. And I even got hit up tonight, like to hang out. I don't know why. All of a sudden I was like popular with people like, hey, let's hang out. But I was like, no, I need to do some work because I was lazy as shit all day. Because I'm still trying to come back from my Tahoe trip that I had, guys. I went to Tahoe last weekend, till Tuesday, because it was my brother's birthday. He's a New Year's baby, and we were like, fuck it, let's go to Tahoe. So I was there for 3 days. It's a long weekend. Didn't get much sleep because there was 14 of us in this fucking place, and you just don't get much sleep doing that. So I'm still trying to do that. And as much sleep as I got last night, but of course I woke up a little hungover because, the excessive drinking that happened between two different, times. And then I just was laying on the couch and I fell asleep on the couch for another like 2.5 hours when I was watching, what was I watching? God, I was watching Braveheart. Which is a great movie. I'm not really into the whole medieval stuff and stuff like that and all that stuff. I'm not really into those movies so much, but that movie is just fucking great. What was I watching before that? Oh yeah, Warrior. Tom Hardy and what's his name? I can't remember his name. Such a great movie. So, and then I just passed out. I was passed out on my couch for like 2.5 hours, guys. What are you most excited for this year? The DC Universe app, Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing, or Harley Quinn? Swamp Thing. I'm very curious to see what they do with Swamp Thing. Very curious. I talked about that on my podcast too, the Film Junket podcast, where, I watched the original movie, loved it, but I loved the animated show. There was an animated cartoon, there was a cartoon back in the 90s that came out that really showed more because obviously Swamp Thing, the movie, couldn't do much. It was like, the 80s, mid 80s or something like that. Couldn't really do much. But the animated show showed a lot. And I remember I had a Swamp Thing action figure where he could shoot his hand out. It was great. Yeah, Warrior is just such a good movie. I mean, the ending of that movie chokes me up all the time. The way that movie ends, fucking A, that just chokes me up. That should have been nominated for. Well, I think it did. Didn't Nick Nolte get nominated? But Joel Edgerton. That's who I couldn't think of at first. And Tom Hardy. Just knockout performances in that movie. Knockout performances. The movie's so fucking good. NYC, LA. Yeah, I actually agree with you on that. Hamza? Yeah. New York City is better than LA. And I live right outside. I live outside of LA, and I'm admitting to that. Yeah. LA is a fucking shithole. Why is James Wan not directing Conjuring 3? Because he has so much shit going on. He's got to now prepare for Aquaman 2. I'm fairly certain he's doing Aquaman 2, but he's also producing a lot of shit. And he'll still be producing Conjuring 3. Don't worry. I think we'll be okay. Hopefully. I mean, he got David F. Sandberg involved to do an Annabelle movie. The previous Annabelle movie sucked, but Annabelle Creation was great. So hopefully he finds somebody that can really do his shit. What do you think of Jumanji 3 is going to be about? Social media or some shit? Yeah, like a social media game? Wouldn't be surprised. Now, hopefully, I don't know. I have a bad feeling that movie's going to fucking suck. I enjoyed the second Jumanji. I was pleasantly surprised by that because I didn't think I was going to enjoy that movie, but I enjoyed the shit out of the second Jumanji movie. Kevin Hart wasn't really that annoying. He usually annoys me. He wasn't. Of course, Dwayne Johnson, he's so likable, and then what's her name? What's her name who was in that movie, who was also in Guardians of the Galaxy? I can't remember her name. Her, and then of course Jack Black. I mean, there was like the scene where Jack Black, who's supposed to be the teenage girl, is pissing for the first time, was hilarious. I'm like, this is a family movie, And there's a big long dick joke here. Carrie Gilligan. There you go. Karen Gilligan. Sorry. Man, my mind is just not there right now, guys. But yeah, I mean, that movie was very enjoyable. I hope we get news for Green Lantern Corps. Yeah. What's going on there, Mr. Ballcap? What's going on? How's that script coming? Hopefully we get something. I think there's going to be a lot of news. Yeah, there's hopefully going to be a lot of news. What are the odds that Shazam will have an inside joke about the name Captain Marvel? That's a high probability for sure. High probability. High probability. Yeah, I'm really proud of you guys. Yes. Trevante Rhodes is Jon Stewart. I like that. I still need to do my ranking for choices of Jon Stewart, and you better believe he's in there. I think he'd be an excellent. Yeah, he would be. I don't know where he places that yet, but I'm going to do a top 5. So we'll see what happens. Do you think Ava DuVernay will get kicked off? New gods. So a better director. Ooh, watch out. Why he's so sexist and racist. Just kidding. We'll see. Sam Raimi. That'd be interesting. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Like I said, I have reservations about her directing because Wrinkle in Time was like my second least favorite movie of last year. It was just so bad. It was so cringy and it was just horrible. And that was her first big budget outing and it just was bad. So I'm a little worried about it, but whatever. Do you think Dark Phoenix is going to be good? I hope. I do, but who knows? Maybe hit or miss. Days of Future Past was so good. And then Apocalypse, just, I don't know. I can't watch that movie. And there's good things in it. There's a lot of good things in Apocalypse, but there's so many. But as a whole, I just like, God, this movie just doesn't work for me, Chances are Robert Rodriguez will direct in the DCEU. That'd be pretty sweet. He should direct. If they do a Jonah Hex, he should direct that. Who knows? If they redid it. Yeah, Idris Elba is Green Lantern. That's a fan favorite, but I don't know. Do you think we will get do you think there will be a cameo in Shazam? I don't think there will be. I really wanted there to be, but I just don't think, there's going to be. I know everybody wants a Superman cameo, but I just don't know. Will Dark Phoenix bomb? It's looking to be a massive steal. No, I don't think it'll bomb. But it might not do as well. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm actually proud of you guys because nobody's really asked about the Snyder Cut so much in this. I usually get a lot of questions about that, but yeah, you guys haven't really asked about that. Interesting. I get it, though. I mean, there hasn't been much news. Snyder's been quiet. I know. Peter Jackson is meant to direct Black Hawk. What? Turns out Warner Brothers was trying to get him and left it open for him. Really? I thought Spielberg was doing that. Okay. You're talking about... Okay. I mean, if we're talking about Peter Jackson, he should be directing New Gods. I mean, let's be real here. Oh, yeah. X-Men Apocalypse, directed by Zack Snyder. Oh, yeah. That'd be a fucking 3.5 hour fucking shit. It'd be pretty amazing, to be honest. Do you expect a Nightwing movie this century? Maybe after the Batman movie. I really wanted that Nightwing movie. I said, man, I mean, Chris McKay can do it. And just a low budget action film, and hire those guys that that did the choreography for John Wick, and you're set. You're set. Fucking A, right there. I didn't see the new Gotham episode. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna binge watch. Yeah, it's all good. The Snyder Cut, it's all good. Royal Wakefield, I get it. I make mistakes too, all the time. The Snyder Cut, the lead to the point where you are the only thing that would have to go back, and I don't think so too, but it was about every day of the rest of the year. Need vodka. Yeah, you do. Dave, I'm 100% believe Henry will stay, but I don't believe Affleck will. Well, in my opinion, Affleck is more likely to leave than Cavill. Cavill has expressed many times that he wants to stay Superman, but it's all about negotiations. That's what it is. Affleck has not really expressed that. And like I said, he only signed on because of Snyder and it was only supposed to be 3 movies. And all the movies that he was involved with got fucked with. Luckily, the ultimate cut of Batman or Superman got put out there, and it was more to his liking, I'm sure. But Justice League, of course, wasn't. And then it's, so yeah. Will the Snyder Cut be released this decade? Well, this decade's almost over. So is that what you're trying to say? Is it going to be released by 2020? I don't know, guys. But I know it's been seen. What do you make of Birds of Prey $63 million budget? That's good. That's really good because smaller budgets are good. And I have my reservations about this movie as well. But I'm hoping it's going to be something special, but we'll see. You drink Fireball? I can't stand Fireball. There was like it was like so trendy when it first came out, and I took many shots of Fireball. Can't stand it now. When it comes to hot cinnamon stuff, here's a story. So one Halloween, long time ago, while ago, I was still in high school, or was I in junior high? I might have been in junior high. I think I was in 8th grade. I, of course, didn't go out for Halloween, so I was going to hand out candy. We lived in an apartment complex, and my mom bought a bunch of candy, and she bought these Red Hots. Red Hots, they're little tiny candies. You pop them in, you chew them up, and it's basically just Red Hot cinnamon. And I ate a bunch of those. Because I liked it. So then, later that night, I go, what the fuck? Man, my tongue is just like hurting. I go to the mirror, stick out my tongue. I literally look like I have probably about 67 canker sores on my tongue. My tongue was completely covered with sores. I had a bad reaction to them. So now, when it comes to hot cinnamon stuff, even when Fireball was trendy and I tried to do it, I kind of went, I can't, I'm not really good with the hot cinnamon stuff anymore. Ever since then, traumatized me. So, have you ever drank Four Loko? Yeah, that's dangerous. Do you think Lee Wannell should do a Cyborg film? I mean, he is friends with James Wan. That'd be sweet, but people would get pissed because Lee Wannell's a white guy. They would get pissed off. The outrage culture would say that that's wrong because a white man cannot direct a black lead anymore. Just where we're at right now. Sorry, guys. Does Aquaman's success decrease the odds of Snyder Cut being released? Not necessarily. I mean, it kind of does. But, yeah. I don't know. In Warner Brothers' eyes, I don't know. They might think, oh, we made the right decision to move forward going this way as opposed to this way. Who knows? But whatever. Considering how Jim Lee and Snyder are very friendly and supportive towards each other, do you think Jim Lee getting John's old job bodes well for a certain cut? I wish. But as far as I could tell, it's not really changed much. Zack Snyder has his own studio for right now, right? Do you ever think we will get JL2? No, we won't get JL2 or 3. Don't. You guys gotta. This is why I did my video about that Warner Brothers and DC should put his 5-part Superman saga into comic book form. And I know a lot of people say it animated form too, and I get that. From what I could tell, from what I've heard, is Snyder was actually very open to that. I'm just saying what I've been told, and a lot of people who are pushing back against that. I've gotten a lot of, not a lot, but there's been people that are like, fuck no, I don't want that. It's movies or nothing. And I'm going, you don't read comic books, do you? But to think that Snyder would be against having his story told in graphic novel form or even in animated form is ridiculous. Anybody who thinks that he would not want that, I don't know what to tell you. The guy's a comic book nerd. He loves animation too. He did an animated movie. I mean, I know it's not like animated, you know, cartoonish. You know, it was you know, obviously like the 3D animation, but yeah, it's so weird when people have been pushing back on that video with having the alternative of seeing his 5-part story told through the medium of graphic novels or of comic books. When I see people say that, I'm like, well, okay, we're not gonna get his trilogy. We're not gonna get his trilogy, but if we can get it in some form, whether it's comic book or animation, what's wrong with that? You know, I don't see what's wrong with that, because we're not gonna get it. But you know, and you can't tell me that Snyder is not open to that. He is. He's a comic book nerd. He frames a lot of his shots like they are comic books. His storyboards look like comic book pages. Why would he not be open to that? I don't know. It's crazy. Do you think we will get another Justice League movie for 2025? I hope so. That'd be kind of cool. I guess we'll see. Is it true Matt Reeves is shooting Batman this November? I don't know if it's true. It's a rumor right now. That's all. It's not confirmed. So hopefully we can get some confirmation, but yeah, it's not confirmed yet. I would love his 5-part arc as a graphic novel series. Yes. Heck, it would lead into a Snyderverse becoming an official Earth. Yes. Thank you, Hardboiled Entertainment. I mean, I really just don't understand when people are pushing back against it. I don't understand. It just leads me to believe that the people that are pushing back don't actually read comic books. And they just want to, it's like I've always said, Warner Brothers does not owe us anything. They don't owe us anything, but they owe Snyder. And this is one thing that they could give to him. Like, hey, we owe you, you know, we fucked you out of your contract. We fucked you out of your movies. Let's put it in either comic books or animated. But like I said, in my video, the animated movies are usually like an hour and 10 minutes. That's not long enough for Snyder. Are you kidding me? So, but they can still do it. They could do like parts, because apparently, I mean, that's what they're doing with Death of Superman. And they're going to do Reign of Superman. And apparently they're going to do Long Halloween, Batman, in 2 parts. They did Dark Knight Returns in 2 parts. So I guess they could do it in parts, because you have to let Snyder tell his stories. He likes that slow burn. So you have to have that, you know? I mean, that's why his cut is almost 3.5 hours long. That's, yeah, confirmed. I'm a bad reader, but yeah. Instead of Jared Leto, the Joker should be played by 6ix9ine. What? I don't even know who that is. You spelled it. Is that a rapper, dude, or something? I don't know. November. Damn. Yeah, I know. So far away. What do you think of Man of Steel? I loved it. It's my favorite Superman movie. Dave, I actually agree with you. What, you usually don't? I figured 6ix9ine was a rapper. Yeah, my whole thing is like, you know, we're not going to get his trilogy. I'm not saying that we're not going to get his cut of the first Justice League movie. And I think that's why a lot of people were pushing back on him, because they assumed that I was saying like we're not going to get the Snyder cut. Now, I still have some hopes that we're going to get the Snyder cut, but we're not going to get his Justice League trilogy. So why not take that story and put it into a big, long graphic novel Justice League story? Why can't we have that? Can we have that? But these people don't want that. They're still holding out hope that Warner Brothers is just going to bring Snyder back to do a Justice League trilogy, and it's not going to happen. Some people just want the movie they feel entitled to, despite of fostering an artistic integrity and wanting what's best for Snyder. Yeah. Is that you, Chris? Yeah, that's what it is. I don't know how many times I've seen like Warner Brothers has took my money. No, they didn't. You offered it to them. I've seen that so many times when I see people just go like, yeah, they took money from us. I'm like, okay, if you're really upset about you voluntarily giving $13.75 to go watch a movie that wasn't the movie that you thought it was going to be, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you must be on hard times if you're pissed off about losing $13.75 or whatever the fuck a movie ticket is that you paid for. I literally had somebody told me once that they watched Justice League 4 times in a week because they loved it and then they came to their senses. So now they think that Warner Brothers owes that person all the money for that ticket, those 4 tickets. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. That's a logic. That's a sense that I can't even wrap my brain around. I'm like, what? You know, they owe Snyder. Give him the medium of graphic novels or animation. Get Jay Oliva to do it. You better believe he's down for that. And the people that say that Snyder would not be down to put his story in comic book form or animated form, fuck you. You don't know Snyder then. I'm just saying. But I know it's not you guys. Sorry. Getting really ranty right now. Dave, can you do a review on the way back? And Dave, do you like coming of age movie? I like coming of age movies. Way back. I never heard of that movie. What did you think of the Nolan trilogy? Thought it was absolutely fantastic. One of the best trilogies out there. In my top 5. It might be my top trilogy. I don't know. I love to see the great Dan Jurgens doing art. Yeah. I want Jim Lee because they have a good relationship. His Lois Lane looks so much like Amy Adams. Yeah. Because I'm trying to picture. I don't know. I'm sure I'll go by your word, but I can't picture it right now because I have a lot of vodka in me and wine. What's your favorite video game of 2018? That's the thing. I try to not play video games as much because it's going to take away from a lot of my time, trust me. But I'm sure if I played the Spidey game, it'd be that. How did you react to all the quote tweets about Man of Steel hate flooding your timeline? What? Quote tweets about Man of Steel hate flooding your... I don't remember that. When did that happen? I'm trying to remember. Imagine Tyrese playing Jon Stewart. Oh, God. Yeah, it would be cringy as fuck. When I saw that he was campaigning for that, I went, no. He's so annoying in Fast and the Furious movies. My God. He's so annoying. Hey, Dave, sent you a DM on Instagram the other day after you posted your Snyder graphic novel video. Think you might be interested in it when you get a chance. Okay, I'll check it out. Sorry. Sometimes I don't get to those all the time. So, I try. With Chris Dawson making the black suited edit. Yeah, Chris Dawson, I think it was New Year's Eve, he posted a little short video that showed Superman. He took, I don't know how that man does it, man. And if you're here, Chris, I'm going to verbally suck your dick right now. He took Superman, basically breaking the sound barrier. He took a shot of that, I think, from Man of Steel. And he's flying from Metropolis to Gotham during night. And the way that he did it, it looks flawless. It looks legit. Go check it out. Chris Dawson, Black Suit Edition. Look at him on his Twitter if you haven't seen that video. I also retweeted it. It was on New Year's Eve. It was absolutely gorgeous. Probably one of the best shots I've seen from what he's doing with that video. My God. How about the great Karen Bigelow doing a DCU film? Yeah. She should do Batgirl. Why not? Since, we can't have a male director direct that. Just joined the podcast and don't know if anyone has asked yet, but what do you think of the rumor that Warner Brothers is working on an animated film for Long Halloween? Yeah, it's supposed to be a 2-parter, and I'm down for it because that's one of the best Batman stories out there. Why not? They're doing Hush, which is another fantastic Batman story. Yeah. Heck, Zack Snyder should hire Chris Dawson. Yes. You're listening, Chris? See? Chris is here, guys. Black Suit Edition. He's right there. So, yeah. Chris should be hired by Zack Snyder. Chris, I hope... Okay. Chris, has Zack Snyder seen any of your work on Vero? Because if he hasn't, I'm gonna post those videos on Vero because we're connected. We're friends. Just saying. He needs to see your shit. He does. He needs to see your shit. So if he hasn't, we got to do that. We got to make that happen, dude. We really do. Do you have any information on the release date of the Black Suit Edition? Well, the man who is creating it is here. I don't want to put him on the spot because, I know he's working really hard. I don't know. I don't know exactly when that's supposed to come out, and I'm not rushing him at all. So, but I just know that the shit that he's putting out there is beautiful. I don't know how he's doing it. My name is just David Pena. Pena. I should probably put it as Film Junkee. I don't go on Vero much anymore though. Yes, I would love to have Chris on my stream. Like I said, we'll get it going. I think once we near the close to the release of the Black Suit Edition, if Chris wants to come on my podcast to talk about it, he can come on the podcast. We'll do that. I was thinking about that the other day. So, Chris, if you're listening, before you release that beautiful bean footage, the whole thing. Okay, good. Okay, Chris. Okay. Yeah, we gotta let him see that because I think he'll absolutely love it. So, but yeah, if Chris, since you're here, whenever the release date gets close, that you're gonna release that awesomeness, come on either here or the Film Junket podcast, and we'll talk about it, man. So I posted a poll on Twitter about your graphic novel series idea, as you know, and the majority seem to love it. Yes, that's why I didn't understand the pushback. But I mean, and then of course the normal characters that, that certain section of the DCEU fandom, of course, didn't like it because, those guys are very much entitled children and they just want to see the movie that they were promised. Who cares about what Zack Snyder wants? Who cares about all that? Who cares? It's so funny because I believe that those guys, well, I guess not all guys, but those people who push back and who don't want that, even if Zack Snyder did helm that graphic novel series and it literally said written by Zack Snyder or whatever the hell, and he overlooked it all and was so excited and hyped to get it out there, they'd still be like, fuck this. I want to see it in movie form. It's sad. It makes you just, it's like, okay, what do you guys actually want here? That's what I want. With some of these people, I'm like, what do you want? Like that GIF from the Notebook that people put out there. Like, what do you want? Do you want to see his story be played out, or do you just want movies that you could watch? I mean, what do you want? Sorry. Anyone know how we will be able to watch the Black Suit Edition? I don't know. Yeah, you're right, Steve. They'd be like, oh, this is cool. And then they start shitting on it a week later. That's probably what would be the case. Awesome podcast, Dave. Black Suit Edition. Oh, yeah. Get one. Yeah. I can get Chris, too. Yeah. I have a little three-way there. 2 Chris's and a Dave. So, imagine if Zack Snyder came on the Vodka stream one day. Holy shit. You just gave me goosebumps. Man. That'd be amazing. First off, I can't even imagine that. Like, reached out to Snyder, and he said yes, and he was like literally in his place on a webcam talking to me, sipping vodka too, or sipping whatever the fuck he wants. He's probably got some high end shit that's from like the earth. They probably like fucking brewed it from the earth or something like that. Some kind of like bourbon that's like been aged for 157 years or something like that. They'd probably have something pretty fancy. I don't know. Imagine if Zack Snyder came on to, yeah, man, I can, that'd be, it would never happen, but man, it'd be pretty amazing. Yeah, it'd be very amazing. I mean, I would ask him so many things. It'd be talking about, what's your opinion on Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor? I like it. I love it, actually. I think it's unique, as much as people give it shit, it's different. It's so different, I mean, Birthright, right? Birthright, right? So he was going for. Zach would be on his boat from Justice. Yeah, invite me on that. Invite Zack Snyder and Jay Oliva. I probably have more of a chance to get Jay on my stream or podcast than Snyder, because I think Jay Oliva's been on the Comic Book Debates podcast. He's been on their podcast. Those guys, those guys are killing it. Me, I'm just talking shit. Those guys are like killing it. Brainiac for Man of Steel 2. I agree. Or for the next Justice League movie. I don't know. But anyways, guys, I've been talking for 72 minutes. I got my last drink here. I think this is it. Like I said, I appreciate you guys clicking in. We have fun. I'm feeling a good buzz. That's for damn sure. And cheers to everything, to the new year. It's going to be fun. We have a lot of people on here coming on the podcast, the Film Junket podcast, and, of course, this too. And, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, good morning for a lot of you. I know you guys are around the world. It's currently 11:41 p.m. So, yeah, cheers, guys. Yeah, he doesn't have – okay, so there you go. Chris doesn't have a release date yet, but we'll get him on. If he's willing to come on the podcast before he's going to release it, we'll talk about it, because, I mean, I really want to – I want to know the work that he put in. I mean, my God, this guy's doing the Lord's work. I'm sure it's a tedious, long process to turn the suit black and shit like that. It's just it's crazy. It's crazy. But cheers, guys. Cheers to 2019. Let's have a good year and everything like that. And I appreciate it. And yeah, love you guys. Good stuff. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.